Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. I love it when somebody sent me a logo and they've almost got it figured out, but they're got to a stopping point. So I'm going to show you what he did. He made a rectangle with the ratio and lot. I'm going to go like 5 inches on both these ends. And I get that, you know what? If you have two nodes right there, you're not quite rounded. So let's go, you can't go too many. So let's go 6 and 6. And this is what he did. And I'm really proud of him. And I've already sent it to him, and we've already talked about it. I'm going to go to effects and contour. I'm going to contour the inside 1 inch 8 times. And I get that right there. Now, I don't know. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. And I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to make whenever you can't contour big enough, when you have 8, it's because Corel won't let you because it won't fit in there. So here's what he was doing. And we emailed back and forth a couple of times today. He goes to object and does this, but then he thought, I can hit L, but it only does the first one. Well, this first mistake was these are still a group. So you need to go and select everything and go to object and group and ungroup. And then he hit L, or I told him to hit L. And you get that. But then you have, well, really, if he put B to get that shape, but then you have all these extra lines that you're going to have to delete. So I told him to take this, take a 2-point line. Matter of fact, I'm going to get rid of that center one. We don't need it. And I'm going to take a 2-point line and I'm going to hit P. Well, somehow I'm not in the center anymore. I'm going to control G to group them and hit P. Now I'm going to go to control and ungroup them. And I'm going to take my virtual segment delete key and delete those lines that are going to get in our way. So now we really already got it because you can't hit B, it's the same thing. And then if you look, that's a sharp point. I'm almost 100% sure, well, I'm almost assured. I don't know if the person drew it in Corel, but if you go here, everything's equal. We don't have to delete these lines, but we will. Now what we have to do, if you notice there's space between the lines, and if we fill this in, it won't work. So we're going to take everything and we're going to go, I'm actually going to make them a little thicker than the first one. And then I'm going to go to object and convert the out. Okay, I'm going to explain why. If I take my smart fill tool now, there will be no space between the lines because that is a line. And if you look at it underneath wireframe, it's still just a hair line. The line does extend past, but if you go here and go to object and convert the outline to an object, now I'm going to group these together, Control G, and I'm going to take my smart fill tool, and I'm not going to worry about the color. And then if you grab that line and just move it out of the way, you've got that. I think it looks better. And my line might be sharper or more of an angle and a little thicker. Control G to group it. I'm pretty sure I can just take it and just do this to it and, change it quite a bit. And I'm almost be dead on if you mashed it. That's pretty cool. And then all you do is Control D to group it. Get the 2-sided arrow holding down your control button And look at that. Let's make it the same color. Let's go attribute eyedropper. Whoop. So that didn't work. You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to take this away, because that way I only have to fill in one. I'm going to left click, right click, and I'm going to get the attribute eyedropper. Or I could use the smart fill tool. Excuse me, I'm going to use the color eyedropper. Maybe that's where I went wrong. And if you look, when we're on top of that, the smart fill tool would really be faster. I didn't take a sample. When we get on here, we got outline or a box. Box, box, box. Basically a fill box. Look at that. Control G to group it. Control D to duplicate it. Let's go ahead and put a rectangle around it. And I'm just going to fill it in with yellow. Go up to Object, Order, back a page. I'm going to take away the outline. And I'm going to grab I can't really use this. Well, I could use a smart fill tool. Take a sample of that and put it in there. Now my lines are thicker, but I think if you print, depending on how big you print this, well, that's the original logo that he sent me, so it's fuzzy. So you can't really tell how thick the lines are. But that is sharp, sharp, sharp. I doubt if he needs that color. Anyway, I know he knows how to do it now, because we've been emailing back and forth, but I hope that gave you some ideas or something in the future, and thank you for watching.